Okay, so in today's class, we covered the LCM, or the least common multiple. This video is going to cover the notes for the LCM, and at the end, I will explain what else you need to do to make up today's class. So, as always, make sure that your notes have the date. It was 325, or if you were in 5th period, it's 326, and 4.17 for Unit 4, Lesson 17. The first thing we talked about in class today was the word multiple. And the word multiple probably sounds familiar, but let's get a specific definition down. The word multiple means the product of a given number and any whole number. Now you might be thinking, okay, Ms. Kinez, what exactly do you mean by that? Well, let's break it down a little bit. That word product you might recognize as the answer to a multiplication question or a multiplication sentence. And when I say the product of a given number and any whole number, given number just means whatever number you're looking for the multiple of. So, for example, let's say we were looking for the multiple of 5. Multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and so on. And it's connected to what we just wrote, the product of a given number. The given number would be 5, and any whole number, because the whole number 1 times our given number 5 is 5. The whole number 2 times our given number 5 is 10. 3 times 5 is 15. 4 times 5 is 20. 5 times 5 is 25, and so on. So when I ask you for the multiples of a number, I'm just asking you to count by that number. Or you could also think of it as multiplying that number by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever is easier in your head, whatever clicks for you. Of course, today's learning target, which I don't think I actually shared in this video yet, but here's today's learning target, is I can calculate the least common multiple. So let's break that down. Least common multiple, which a lot of times is just written as LCM. The LCM, or the least common multiple. And all that means is the smallest multiple that two numbers have in common. We can find it using 2 steps, just like the GCF. Step 1 is to list the multiples. We usually want to start with about 5 multiples, and we might need up to 10, so about 5 to 10 multiples. And then step 2 is just to circle the LCM, or the smallest multiple that you see on both lists. So here's an example. Let's say we're looking for the LCM of 4 and 6. Step 1 is to list the multiples of 4 and the multiples of 6. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. I started with 5 multiples of 4. Of course, you could do more. And then list the multiples of 6. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. And I really didn't even need to go all the way up to 5 multiples of 6, because by the time I get to 12, it's clear what the smallest common multiple is going to be. 6 wasn't on my first list, so that can't be a common multiple. but 12 was on my first list. So that's definitely going to be the smallest multiple they have in common. And the LCM of 4 and 6 is 12. So once you've got these notes down, and of course you can pause this video at any point, you have 2 more steps. Step 1, kind of make a little checklist here, is to complete the Makeup Nearpod that's posted in this slide. Oh, I lied. You have 3 steps. You have to complete the Makeup Nearpod. Step 2 would be to complete 4.17 practice. And step 3 would be to complete the 4.17 exit ticket. This is what you need to do to make up class for today. Make sure you let Ms. Kinez know when you're finished so she can grade your work.